What's going on, y'all? It's your boy GP, and you're rocking with me on the AquaMethodPodcast. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spelled normally, no special characters, numbers, emojis, underscores, anything crazy like that. It's GrasshopperGP, Instagram, and Twitter. Send me an email at GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com for any types of sponsorships, advertisements, questions, comments, all that good stuff. GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com is the place to do it. You are listening to this on GrasshopperGP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. Grasshopper GP Official with 3 S's is the YouTube account. Thank y'all for once again rocking with your boy on the AquaMethodPodcast. I'm solo on this one. Tried my hardest to not be solo, but I am. And once again, I am recording this at the very last minute, very last second, all that good stuff. Well, I had a bunch of people coming, but things happened and they couldn't make it. And it wasn't because they didn't want to make it. So shout out to those who wanted to come. But things happened and out of their control, and they couldn't make it. So it's all good. And so now I'm left with doing this by myself, which is ironic because if I would have known that I was gonna be doing this solo, I could have did this way earlier, and I wouldn't be rushing. But it is what it is, and I'm not gonna spend too much time because, of course, I honestly, y'all, I don't like doing the show solo. I do my radio show by myself, but there's music going on and stuff like that, and the podcast, I don't like doing it solo. Interestingly enough, it's like I wanted to do the podcast because of one of the people who inspired me to do it is Bill Burr. Bill Burr inspired me to do the podcast. He's one of my inspirations as far as this goes, and he does 90% of them by himself, but he's a trained and extremely talented comedian. I'm not a comedian, I just can't activate the funny all the time and just be funny for an hour like him. So my solo shows are not nearly as good as his solo shows, and I like to have somebody there with me to bounce stuff off, and get their perspective and their take and their opinions on things like that. And but I got to get this thing cracking. My cousin T-Man Cool was willing to do it, but he couldn't do it right now, and I need to get this thing done right now because I gotta record it, and then I gotta edit it, and then I gotta upload it, and all that takes a long time. You think it wouldn't take as long, but it takes a long time. So that's why I gotta knock this thing out as soon as possible. But enough about that, because that has been almost 4 minutes of rambling nonsense. So enough about that. NBA. Well, let's start with the NHL, because your boy GP doesn't purport himself to be a super hockey fan, but I do like hockey. I like to watch it live. I can't really. I mean, if it's on the TV and there's nothing else on TV, absolutely nothing else on TV, I'm gonna watch it. But watching hockey live is a lot of fun. We had the Ice Gators down here in Lafayette, and no disrespect to the Ice Gators or to the league that they played in, but nobody was going to them games, so them tickets were. I never paid to go to the Ice Gators game. My apartment complex had like some sort of deal with them, so residents at the apartment complex could go for free sometimes. And I think I went to 3 Ice Gator games, maybe 2, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and the energy is dope, and there's some Ice Gator loyalists. There's some really dope loyal fans who went to the Ice Gators games, and this is Southwest Louisiana, man. So it's interesting, that they had anybody going to them games, and it's minor league. I don't know. I got this thing about minor league sports. I'm not really with them. I want to see the best of the best do their thing. So NBA, NHL, MLB. NFL. I'm not really rocking with anything else outside of UL sports. But like I said, go to see Ice Gators game is a lot of fun. I've never had a bad time going to see Ice Gators game, and I wanted to see an NHL game because I want to see a sport. I want to see a game in all of the major sports, and I've seen the Pelicans. I've seen the Hornets play. I've seen the Pelicans. I've seen the Saints, and I've seen. I believe, if memory serves, when I was in high school, my last year in high school, the year between my senior year and my freshman year in college, the high school band got an opportunity to play in Washington D.C. And since we was part of the band when we got even though we had graduated already, we were still part of the band when we had got the opportunity to go. So even the seniors who had graduated could go, and be a part of it, because we all one band, one sound, and all that good stuff. So we went to Washington D.C. and I believe we saw the Nationals play. So I'm almost certain that I seen the MLB game. I just can't remember because it wasn't a thing for me to go see a game in all the major sports at the time, so I didn't really pay attention to it. I'm pretty sure we saw the Nationals play. We had terrible seats, really high up, and it was a big stadium and stuff like that. For the life of me, if I'm almost certain it was the Nationals, and if it was the Nationals, I cannot for the life of me remember who they played. So I'm pretty sure I saw the Nationals play, but I hadn't seen an NHL game. So for my birthday, I wanted to go see the Predators play because the Predators are the closest team. I'm getting a text message to me that is in the state that I haven't been to. I had never been to Tennessee, and so I wanted to see the Nashville Predators play. And so I could have seen the Dallas Stars. They right there. They in Texas, and I think that those two are the closest. Period. Well, they got the Florida Panthers in Miami. I don't know what's closer, Nashville or Miami, Florida, to where I'm at, but anyway, for my birthday, I went to see the Nashville Predators play, and it was a lot of fun because it's an NHL game. It's a big deal, and it was a sea of yellow, and everybody was cheering the Predators, and there was even some, a couple of Panthers fans up in there. It was cool. I had a great time. So, and the Predators are in the Stanley Cup. They're facing the Penguins. Predators versus Penguins for the Stanley Cup, and I think that's awesome, and I'm excited. And hopefully the Predators win because the Predators are now my new favorite team. My favorite team prior were the Ducks of Anaheim, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, because I'm a kid of the 90s and I like the Mighty Ducks movies. I did. I think I can't remember much of Mighty Ducks 1. I remember Mighty Ducks 2 because I own Mighty Ducks 2 and 3. And I think I'm gonna put 2 at number 1 as the best one. But anyway, the Mighty Ducks were my favorite team. Having never seen them play live and having never seen much of them on TV, I just picked them as my favorite team because I want a favorite team in all the major sports. I got the Pelicans in NBA, I got the Saints in I got the Saints in the NFL, and I don't have an MLB team because I really couldn't care less about baseball. But it'll probably be the I don't know. I've been trying to have an MLB team for the longest, and it hasn't worked out for me. I tried the Giants. I just can't care. I just don't care. I tried the Royals. Like I said, I tried the Nationals. And I tried the Blue Jays because a guy I went to high school with is a pitcher for the Blue Jays. I don't know if he's still on the Blue Jays because that's how much I know about the baseball. I really don't care. But if I had to, eventually I'm gonna pick a team. But working for the radio, we do a lot of Houston Astros games. So maybe working there as I go forward with my career in radio, hopefully, not hopefully, but maybe I'll develop a fandom and some sort of care for the Houston Astros. So, but my NHL team now is the Nashville Predators because I got to see them live. They lost that game, unfortunately, but it was still cool to go. I got to see them live, and I have like an emotional attachment to them. And I hopefully they win the Stanley Cup. And it's cool to have a hockey team that is from the South, Tennessee, playing for the championship against a perennial favorite and a team that's won. I think they're the defending champions, the Penguins. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not gonna look it up because I don't feel like pausing this recording to check it. But I think they are. I think the Penguins are the last team to win the Stanley Cup. So hopefully them Predators, they're gonna be underdogs, and hopefully them Predators can knock them Penguins down, and it would be awesome to go to a Stanley Cup game. It would be really, really dope. And I haven't checked the prices, but I'm sure them shits is exorbitant and very expensive. So we'll see. I'm looking on the TV, and apparently the New York Jets done hired a defensive back coach. That's a female defensive back coach. All right, well, congratulations to her. That's kind of dope. So was she like a cornerback in like the women's league? Well, I want to look that lady up. But congratulations to her. But yeah, man. So Stanley Cup final, is it the finals or final? I can never get those right. But Penguins, Predators, and so there's gonna be some Stanley Cup games in Nashville, Tennessee. Can you believe it? And so my cousin lives like 2 or 3 hours away from Nashville, and I told her that if her boyfriend loves her, he'll buy tickets. Just messing around, But I mean, that'd be kind of dope, man. That'd be something that'd be something I would cherish forever. To say that I went to a Stanley Cup final game, or an NBA finals game, or World Series, or the Super Bowl. That'd be kind of dope. Oh, and soccer, because soccer is the world sport. If it's not Team USA, my favorite team is Man City, Manchester City. Because I was out of a job for a little while, between working at the movie theater and working at the pizza restaurant. I didn't have a job, so I was just laying home, not doing nothing, and flipping through the channels. And man, I tell you, if you don't have nothing to do, flipping through the channels, there's nothing on TV during the day. Like there's nothing to do during the day, so you just flipping like, man, there's nothing on TV. And I think it was on ESPN. I think ESPN had the or maybe NBC Sports, something. One of them channels had the English Premier League Championship, I think it was, and it was Man City versus some team, and Man City was down by like 3 or 4 goals or something, So I'm like, oh well, they ain't gonna win it, but I kept watching it, and they just kept scoring, and Man City wound up winning the championship. I believe it was a championship. I don't know nothing about soccer, so I could be wrong, but they won something, and it was important because everybody, like, there was a trophy, and people was cheering, and there was confetti, I believe, or something. And so I picked Man City as my team, and partially because, again, like, your boy is ignorant as when it comes to soccer. So please forgive me if you're listening and you're a football fan, a soccer fan, whatever. I am ignorant to this, but when it comes to soccer, like the English Premier League is one of them top leagues, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and they got Man City and they got Manchester United. And I always imagine, now I could be wrong. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I always imagined that Man U was like the Lakers and Man City was like the Clippers. So I figured I'm going to bet. I'm not going to bet. I'm going to cheer and be a fan of the Man City, and support them because they are like the underdog team, kind of like. And then I look it up, and apparently, they've won a good bit, but still, I like blue. My favorite color is blue. that's gonna be my team. I just picked them as my team. Man City is my soccer team. And now to go to the NBA. So it's gonna be the three-peat. I'm excited about it. I mean the three-match. I think that's what they're calling it. Cavaliers Warriors. Hopefully the Warriors can pull it out. I got the Warriors. I want the Warriors to win. I think the Warriors can win in anywhere between, likely, in my opinion, most likely it's gonna be 6 or 7. It's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be a sweep. It could be 5. The Cavaliers gonna win a game. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. They got LeBron James. He's a superhero. They got Kyrie Irving. And they got a bunch of shooters. So I think they're gonna win. They're gonna win a game. They're gonna win a game. But hopefully the Warriors can, beat them and win the championship, because they was up 3-1 last year and they lost it, man. They lost it. They had 3 chances to close it out and they couldn't do it. Draymond got suspended and all that, and Steph Curry wasn't 100%, and they just couldn't do it, man. They just couldn't do it. I don't even remember the final score or anything like that. I just know that Cleveland won, but it's cool, man. Like the ESPN, they got a I don't know if calling him a reporter would do him justice, but Scoop Jackson works for ESPN, and he's a very talented dude, very creative, very artistic, and he did a package, like a story, previewing Warriors Cavaliers, part 3, kind of like a movie trilogy, And I really like that take on it, because it does feel like a movie trilogy. I mean, it does feel like a movie. Like this one, this is the one you got to get excited for. This is it. This is the joint right here. And it's gonna be. This one is more exciting, man. Like I don't really know ratings like that. You know what I'm saying? But this one's gonna crack records, man. This one's gonna destroy records. The first game, and it's Thursday, and I'm telling you, I don't want to be disturbed by no one. Come Thursday, I'm going to be on somewhere watching that game. And it's on ABC, so it's going to be crystal clear. It's going to be nice, and I'm excited to see it, and I can't wait. That game is going to break all the records. And it's in Golden State, so hopefully the Warriors can win. But it is like a movie. But what makes it most interesting, the fact that it's the third matchup between the Warriors and Cavaliers, is the fact that we expected it. Everybody who cares about sports expected Warriors Cavaliers at the end of it, especially when because from the Cavaliers side you got LeBron James, who's been to 7 straight finals. Then it was just 6 straight, and so you expect LeBron James to be there. You're going to watch the regular season, whatever, but you expect at the end of it, peaks and valleys, but at the end of it, LeBron James is going to be there. So whatever team LeBron James is in, LeBron James team going to be there. So the Cavaliers was going to make it to the finals, right? On the Warriors side, you figure the Warriors going to make it because they had just won 73 games the last year. They got the best shooter of all time in Steph Curry on there. One of the best shooters in Klay Thompson. You got Draymond Green doing real big things, and now you got a superstar in Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? One of the top 5 best players in the league right now. So they have to make it. But of course, you watch the regular season because you want the storylines, and you see Russell Westbrook. You see him, going for the triple-double for the season. You got, the Spurs are always, the Spurs are always in the mix, so you never know what they might do. The Spurs are the Patriots. The Spurs are the Patriots of the NBA, so you never know. They're going to go to the playoffs. You don't know how far they're going to go. So that's some intrigue there. And then you got the Rockets, which is like Warriors light. All they do is shoot threes. They're not really big. So you watch it. But we all expected, by and large, that it was going to be the Warriors and Cavaliers to go to go to play for a championship, and now we're here, and I want to get takes on it. Like we knew it. We watched that whole regular season for nothing because we knew it was gonna be the Warriors and Cavaliers. But still interesting, man. And it's the third time the charm. Now I wonder. And what makes it real cool, what makes it really interesting is that it's the third time, but both teams have won once, so it's all good. You see, so it's tied up. So this is the breaker. This is the tiebreaker right here. So this is what makes it most important. This is the most important one of the three, and both teams are. Looks like they're both healthy. I think Draymond is still gonna give you that intensity, but he's gonna fall back a little bit because he doesn't want to get suspended again. I don't think he's in any danger of getting suspended because I think he was really close to the edge with all his technicals going into the playoffs. So that's why he got suspended because he got another technical and they took him out. But I don't think he's close to that right this year. I don't know. He might be, but I don't think so. But we'll see. But all teams are healthy. All teams are able to play as far as suspensions go. So this is gonna be the best one of the three. This is gonna be the best one. And like I said, I do not disrespect them Cavaliers. I don't think there's gonna be a sweep. People people saying Warriors in 4. I don't agree. That'd be cool. I mean, like I said, I want the Warriors to win. I don't care how long it takes. I want them to win. But as a fan of storylines and as a fan of the emotional aspect and how people get ramped up in the excitement of it, it would be cool if the Warriors win in 7. I just want the Warriors to win. But it would be. I think my dream scenario, the best scenario, would be for the Warriors to win in 7 because it'll be compelling. It'd be the most compelling because it's one game. The whole season. In fact, the whole 3 seasons will be decided on one game. It's for the face. It's for the superiority, the ultimate superiority of the NBA. Who is the NBA? What is the NBA? Who is the face of the NBA? Is it the Golden State Warriors or is it the Cleveland Cavaliers? Is it LeBron James or is it Steph Curry? Because make no mistake. I mean, there's no competition on the Cavaliers side. It's LeBron James' team. Okay, there's no other way you can go with that. On one side it's LeBron James. If it was a heavyweight match poster, it would be LeBron James on one side. On the other side, it gets a little murky because there's so many superstars. It's either Kevin Durant or Steph Curry. Because Kevin Durant is a superstar on his own. You know what I'm saying? He's a superstar on his own. But it's been Steph Curry's team longer, and he has a championship ring, not Kevin Durant yet. Hopefully he can get one. So if it's a heavyweight matchup, if it's a fight card and you got the poster with both players on it, both boxers or both fighters on it, it's LeBron James and to me it's Steph Curry. So who's the face of the NBA? That's what we're trying to decide. This is what this matchup will decide. Who's the face of the NBA? Who's the team of the NBA? The Cavaliers or the Warriors, and who's the face? Is it LeBron James or is it Steph Curry? LeBron James is the best player, period, on planet Earth. So he's always going to be an important figure as long as he's in the league. Whether he's playing at his superstar level like he's playing now, or if he falls off a little bit. This is resume building. This is super resume building for either team or everybody involved. If LeBron wins, it'll be his 4th championship and his second for Cleveland, and it'll be against a team that is filled to the top with superstars, with superheroes. LeBron James is already great, man. LeBron James is going to the Hall of Fame and all that stuff, so he's just playing with house money now, What I would like for LeBron James to do Again, I'm gonna make this clear. I want the Warriors to win. But if LeBron James wins, and this won't happen, but this is what I would like to happen. If LeBron James wins, I want him to leave Cleveland again, and I want him to go to a team in the West. I want him to just keep getting rings. He won his first championship with Miami. That was his first one. And then he won his second one, which made him a repeat champion. A multiple champion, which that second ring, that second championship is important because of that. And then his third championship is important because he won it for a city that hadn't won anything in a very, very long time. So that's good, and so that's important too. And also the symbolism of him coming back from Miami and being in Cleveland and having lost it the first time, and on his second try he got it again. On the second try he got it, So if he wins again, this one won't be as it would be important. Well, this one will be just as important because he would have defeated a team that is very, very powerful, a very, very good team. A good team that got better with another superstar in Kevin Durant. So, but if he wins this one, I want him to leave Cleveland again. I want him to go to the West. I want him to join a West team. I want him to do one or two things. I want him to join either a West team, a team in the West, so he could get a ring, a championship from the West. Because they said the East is easier than the West. People are way smarter than me who study basketball a lot more than me could probably make arguments to that, but whatever. I want him to win a championship in the West, or I want him to go to the worst team in the league and see what happens. I want as an experiment. If I'm LeBron James, that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, if I'm LeBron James, I'm gonna be like, yo, Cleveland, don't get disrespected. Don't burn my jerseys and do all that foolishness. I'm going to leave again. I'm coming back. I promise I'm coming back. But I'm going to leave again because I want to see if I can take a team of scrubs to the championship, at least to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I want LeBron James to go to the Nets. That's what I want. I want him to go to the Nets, or I want him to go to the 76ers, or, another middle, go to the Magic. You know what I'm saying? Or go another bottom feeder team. I mean, that'd be cool if he went to the Pelicans. The team. I mean, I like, Pelicans my team, but let's be honest, Pelicans ain't that good. We got good players. We got Boogie Cousins. We got Anthony Davis. Not a good team. We got two good players, and Drew Holiday, I guess, but. Sometimes you gotta be honest, So would it be cool, LeBron James LeBron James as a Pelican, bruh. LeBron James in New Orleans, bruh. Man, I can't imagine that. That level of excitement down in New Orleans. Come on, man, cut it out, man. Imagine that, yo. That's what I want to happen. If LeBron James wins, which I hope he doesn't, I want the Warriors to win because I want the Warriors to redeem themselves after losing the last championship 3-1. You know what I'm saying? It was 3 games won, and they lost it. They had 3 chances, not 1, not 2, but 3 chances to beat them Cavaliers and be 2-time champion. But again, the fact that they lost it makes the third matchup, that much more compelling. Because if the Warriors had won the first one, which they did, and the second one, which they did not, but if they had won the first 2, then we got like a kind of like a Buffalo Bills scenario. Like the Cavaliers just can't get over the hump. They keep going to the championship, but they can't win it. So I'm glad that it's 1-1, and because it makes this one extra compelling. This one's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I can't wait to see it on Thursday. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I just can't wait, man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Like I haven't been this excited for the NBA Finals since LeBron and the Heat went the second year. Because I became a LeBron James. I mean, I'm always been a LeBron James fan, but I became a Heat fan when LeBron went over there because of the hatred and the vitriol that he was receiving from his own people in Cleveland. You know, like the man didn't force his way out. He didn't do no shady stuff. You know, he just he ain't do nothing crazy. You know, he didn't do nothing illegal. He was a free agent. He decided to go to another team. You know, and I think that's cool, man. I think that's a chapter of his life that is important and it's a lot of fun. You know, it was a lot of fun. Them Heat years. You know, I had a great time being a Heat fan for the short time that I was. You know, because I am not one now. No disrespect to Heat. You know what I'm saying? Call me a bandwagon. I don't care. You know, I really don't. You know, I mean, like, and it wasn't because of LeBron. It was because of I can't believe that he's getting, like, this guy who didn't do anything wrong, who made Cleveland relevant, you know, is getting all this anger towards him for going to another team. He's still a Cleveland guy. You know, he's just playing in Miami. That's okay. Looking back on it, you know, them people in Cleveland didn't know that he was gonna come back. You know, and he probably didn't know either. If they would have won their third championship, if they had beat the Spurs again, LeBron James might have thought harder about, you know, staying in Miami. You know, so he might have not have left, but maybe deep down he always wanted to come back to Cleveland. You know, even despite the hatred and despite the anger and stuff like that. You know, so but it made me mad because it felt like a bunch of angry girlfriends. Like, yo, like, it's not working out here. I'm going to go to this other girl. No disrespect, you know, you're still beautiful. I don't want you to think that I have some sort of anger towards you, but, you know, there's other chick, you know, we might have some magic over here. We might have something special over here. You know, you go over here, you try your luck with somebody else. I'm going to go over here. You know what I mean? So it felt like a bunch of angry, lonely girlfriends over there. You know, that's why I wasn't with it. And I mean, there was and not just from Cleveland. I mean, like, people in Louisiana didn't like LeBron James for leaving and all that stuff. Like, he didn't do nothing wrong. You know, so I'm like, everybody doesn't like this guy. Everybody doesn't like, and because of LeBron James, people didn't like the Heat. Like, the Heat did something wrong. You know, so I'm like, because everybody doesn't like this guy and everybody don't like this team, I'm gonna like this team. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they mopped the floor with everybody. And they didn't. They struggled at first. And then they wound up losing to the Mavericks that year. And but they wound up playing the Spurs. No, they wound up playing the Thunder in the finals the second year, and they won it, and it was a lot of fun. So it was a lot of fun. And then they wound up doing it again, but that first one was fun. The first championship was a lot of fun. And I always remember, you know, my time as a Heat fan. I always remember those Heat years, you know, because I remember all those players. I remember Norris Cole and Birdman, you know, Chris Anderson and Bosh, of course, and Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Shane Battier, Rashad Lewis, Ray Allen, you know, Chalmers, you know. Who else they had cracking off on that team? Joel Anthony. You know, these are people that I wouldn't know otherwise, that I know because they was on a team that I really did care about. You know, and then, but Chris Bosh got sick with the blood clots, and I hope he gets better. You know, I think he is better. So he hasn't played, and now he's not playing anymore for the Heat, at least. They've officially let him go. And Dwayne Wade wound up leaving. He's in Chicago now. So the reason that I fell in love with the Heat ain't there no more. I don't know none of these players on the Heat team, so I don't care. You know what I'm saying? This is not the team that I fell in love with. So best of luck to him. Best wishes to him. But I'm not a Heat fan no more. I just, you know, I don't mean no disrespect. You know, I just, you know, I like my fandom forever is tied to the Pelicans, I'm a Pelicans fan forever, but it don't seem like they're gonna be doing much of anything. So I gotta have a team that I also like, and so in that team right now is the Warriors. You know, so I haven't been this excited for a finals championship matchup since Heat Thunder way back when. You know, and it's gonna be something special. It's gonna be something great. It's gonna be amazing, and hopefully even whether it's a sweep or it's 7 games, it's gonna be compelling. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I hope to watch all the games. And you know what's funny? If it is, I think I looked at it, and I think if it is Game 7, I'll be at work. And if it looks like it looks like it was going 7 games, I'm gonna request off. It's not happening. I'm not working. You keep the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like I'm gonna make this money back. Believe me, I'm gonna get this money again. You know, I'm gonna work hard and get the money that I lost. But sports is one of those things, man. And that Game 7 is gonna be groundbreaking. It's gonna be crazy. And that's something like you could watch the replays, and it's broadcast live, but they tape it so you can watch it later. YouTube's probably gonna have it, whatever. But you gotta be in the moment, man. And with social media, if you're not watching the game, you're gonna find out about it. You know what I mean? There's no avoiding it. You can't put the blinders on. You can't put earmuffs on. You're gonna find out about it. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a sports fan, then it's safe to assume that your core group of friends are sports fans also. So they gonna tell you who won if you miss it. So there's no way, man. I gotta watch as many of these games as possible. Especially if it goes the distance. But anyway, I done yap for 40 minutes, y'all, about some sports. Real quick, quick movie review. Baywatch, only because of Alexandra Daddario, and she is, Lord, she is gorgeous. She is so pretty. I mean, her face is gorgeous, her eyes are beautiful. I think we're gonna stop there. But that's the reason why I wanted to see it, because of her. But the storyline, the movie, really rooted. Like, I think, like, I was looking at Rotten Tomatoes reviews, and I agree with one. I can't remember who said it, but it was like a rudimentary storyline. Like, yeah, it's pretty much. It's like, to me, it's like film writing 101. There's not too much. It's really cut and dry. It's really cookie cutter as far as storylines go, but it's a fun movie, man. Like, there are movies you go to feel something, like some people like you go to dramas to feel some sort of emotion, like hope or love and stuff like that. You go to a comedy because you want to laugh. Even action movies like sci-fi, you go to a sci-fi movie for a sense of wonder and for a sense of, like, wow, the futuristic sense, You go to a horror movie for a sense of, fear, and that intensity and stuff like that. But sometimes you go to a movie just to have fun. And Baywatch is one of those movies you go to just for fun. It wasn't a great movie. Wasn't a great story, but it was a lot of fun, and it was actually pretty funny too. I don't know what you would classify it as. Probably an action comedy. It's more comedy than it was action, but it was enough action to be considered action. And it was big and stupid. It was a big dumb movie. So, but it was good. I mean, it was fun. I give it a C+. Certainly wasn't the worst movie I've seen so far, but it wasn't the best movie either. It was a fun summertime movie. And I dig it. I dug it. So go check it out. And I'm gonna wrap this up by saying, some things are just good for summertime fun. Some things are just bright and big and loud and noisy, just for fun. And there's nothing wrong with that, because Katy Perry got a song with the Migos. I kind of dig the song. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? Not really my not really the type of joint that I go with, but it's a fun song. It's just fun, and I really like the fact that it's Migos and Katy Perry, a group and a musician that I wouldn't otherwise, I wouldn't expect to see doing something together. So, and I'm glad for the Migos because that's a crossover song. They probably gonna get, they're gonna get eyes on them that they wouldn't otherwise have if not for Katy Perry. So shout out to, and same thing with Katy Perry. But I think there's more hip hop fans that know about Katy Perry than there are pop fans that know about the Migos. Because Katy Perry did a joint with Kanye West. She did a song with Snoop Dogg. So I think, and Katy Perry's been in the game a lot longer than the Migos. So I think there's more hip hop fans that know about Katy Perry than there are pop fans that know about Migos. But now there's a lot of pop fans who know about the Migos, which is good for them, And I really do like the Migos. I really do. I think I didn't at first because it was the big song was Versace, and I'm like, so you don't talk about being rich. You just came in the game. That's a bunch of fraudulent stuff about rapping. I'm not going to talk about it too long because I got to wrap this thing up. But there's a lot of fraudulent stuff about rap. I hate it when a rapper gets just coming to the scene and you're rich. No, you're not, man. You're not rich. Just be yourself. Just be honest. There's nothing wrong with not being rich. You ain't got to be rich, just be honest. If, I'm not in it as much as I was, and it's just time and other projects, the podcast and stuff like that, and I work a lot. Like I said, that's why I'm recording this thing at the very last second again. But I used to, I still rap, and and I still rap. It's just if I was able to achieve the level of Migos or any new rapper when they just came out, Versace, Migos, or when Chance had just came out, when they're first starting out. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna rap about no Gucci or nothing like that because I don't rock that now. Maybe if I had some money, if I had that kind of cash, I would rock a Gucci, or something like that. But I'm not gonna talk about Versace, Gucci, Fendi, all this stuff if I can't afford it now. When I can't afford it, maybe I'll talk about it. That's why I wasn't feeling the Migos at first, because the first hit was like Versace, and I'm cool on that. And to this day, I don't think I've ever heard the song. I just had a predisposition because you call and these swag rappers, and I'm not with it. But they grew on me. They grew on me heavy. And I will say I'm a Migos fan. I like those guys. I think they have something special, and I think they love each other. Which is important because I think that no matter what happens, I think they're gonna be together. Kind of like the Locks. I think no matter what happens, they're not gonna beef. They might have arguments like men do. Or like humans do. But at the end of the day, they're gonna be together forever. Even if Quavo goes solo, whatever, they're gonna be together forever because of the Migos. And I think that's cool but which makes me appreciate the Locks more because the Locks are friends, but they love each other like brothers. But they're not biologically related. The Migos are, so they have that connection to fall back on. The Locks don't. They love each other like brothers, even though they're not really brothers, and I think that's really cool. But groups like that are really cool because they're gonna stay together, and they're not gonna let money or fame and the pitfalls that come with money and fame separate them. So I think that's really dope. And I could talk about the Migos and rap music for another hour, but I gotta get this thing going. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go get some food because your boy is hungry, and so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and upload this thing. So yeah, man, summer is quickly approaching. Go Warriors, go Predators. I'm excited to see, and maybe the Stanley Cup is gonna be on TV too, so maybe I'll catch one of them games also. So like I said, go Warriors, go Predators. But yeah, man, have fun, summertime, easy living, beautiful weather, great the end of spring, summertime. A lot of great sports on the TV. A lot of good movies coming out on the big screen. A lot of dope stuff coming out on Netflix. Your boy is excited about House of Cards. The Defenders is coming. Punisher is coming. Wonder Woman is coming out. Spider-Man. Transformers looks kind of dope. There's a bunch of dope. Valerian is coming out soon. I'm excited, man. There's a lot of stuff. But it's summertime, baby. That's what it is. Good sports before football comes out. Good movies, good TV, man. As always, you can follow me on the Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spell normally no special characters, numbers, emojis, underscores, anything crazy like that. It's GrasshopperGP, Instagram, and Twitter. Send me an email at GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com for any types of sponsorships, advertisements, questions, comments, all that good stuff. GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com is the place to do it. You are listening to this on GrasshopperGP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. GrasshopperGP Official with 3 S's is a YouTube account. Thank y'all for once again rocking with your boy on the AquaMethodPodcast. It's your boy GP. Beautiful springtime, beautiful summertime. Sports, movies, TV. Y'all be good.